Hi there history fans and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we have epic rap battles of history again. As you saw in the last, or in this video in the intro, you decided the last time that you wanted Shaka Zulu versus Julius Caesar. As always, there are going to be polls in the upper corner of the video so you can decide who won, who had better costumes, who was better at attacking, who was better at defending, and of course which epic rap battle we're going to do next. As always, I won't be able, of course, to get to every single detail that they're going to do in the video. So if you have any corrections, additional information, something interesting to share, just put it down in the comment section below. I will appreciate it. And I think our community is also going to appreciate it. If you want to join our history community, just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when new videos come out. As always, the original video is going to be in the description below. Go give them a view and a like. Check out the other rap battles. They're awesome. If you want to see the results for the last videos, we had Theodore Roosevelt against Churchill, and I think 2 or 3 other videos. If you want to see the results, who won in those battles, and so on, just go to the videos. I'm going to post them down in the comment section below, the links. And yeah, you can also join our Discord server. The link is going to be in the description below. So, as always, I'm going to go back to the first concept that we had, and that is we're going to watch the whole video first, and then after the video, we're going to go through the video once again with pauses, and I'm just gonna put in some additional information, maybe clarify something or comment on something. As always, corrections, additional information, I appreciate it very much. Okay, let's jump into the video. And yeah, and one new thing. A big shout out to Amy Paris, who is a new Patreon member. If you want to also support the channel for future projects that we're going to make, and if you want to support it financially, the Patreon account is also going to be in the description below. So thank you, Amy, for joining our Patreon community. Okay, let's jump in.
Julius Caesar versus Shaka Zulu! Caesar, he's a commander. Thinks he can dance with Conan of the Savannah. But when I go hand to hand with you, I go hammer. Knock off his dome, wrap it up in his own banner. Send it back to Rome with a message from the Zulu. If you battle Shaka, this one happened to you. If you cross that equator, you'll head straight into a massacre. Nice. Fuck by more than just Cleopatra and Africa.
You talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had poison spit. Where was it in this cipher? Cause all I hear is threats from a brute with no discipline. And I'm ruling over you like a boot full of my citizens. And you should take your cowskin shield and hide under it. You're fucking with the most triumphant third of the triumvirate. I'm first to the empire and last to the Republicans. And hunting you accompanied by legions of my country. Oh, ask my kidnappers if I'm just a shit talker. Doc J dunk on you like boom shakalaka. So don't go rattling your sticks at me. If I wanted to shake spears, I'd waggle my biography.
I heard of your play. Tell me, how does it end? Oh yes, you get stabbed many times by your friends. So what you gonna do with your Roman sword? With the lines of your legion, get gored by the horns of the Zulu warriors. Trade on thorns, to dismember any emperor's pasty white horn. That's the strength of a lion and the speed of a cheetah. And everyone knows you're just a chicken, Caesar.
Can I be a hyena? Cause I'm going to laugh. Pave roads with the bones of your goat-herding ass. First my front lines will drop back and spank you in the chest. Then I'll decimate your horns. You can't outflank the best. Let your reserves come at me, my ballista's cocked at you. When I take, I always keep my whole crew. Cause there's no use in murdering you and your heathen. You can grow my wheat for me after you're beaten.
Nice. Nice. Okay, as I said, polls are up in the upper corner, so you can vote who's next, who won, who's better at attacking, defending, and so on. And yeah, you can also later on check out how other people vote. Okay, let's go to the beginning, and I will try to get some input.
epic rap battles of history. Julius Caesar versus Shaka.
I like the drum. I mean, the costumes are always great. I don't need to repeat it every single video, but I think that they nail it all the time with the costumes. Just look at the Roman
Caesar versus
at the Roman costume. Perfect.
versus
And also the Zulu. I mean, just perfect.
He's a commander. Thinks he can dance with Conan of the Savannah. But when I go
Okay,
hand to hand with you, I go hammer. Knock off his dome, wrap it up in his own banner. Send it back to Rome with a message from the Zulu. If you battle Shaka, this would happen to you. If you cross that equator, you'll head straight into a massacre. Fuck my more than just Cleopatra and Africa.
You talk a lot of shit.
I think the ending line was nice. Okay, so the first thing, as far as I know, so as he said, if you cross the equator, you're gonna get crushed or whatever. So the Zulu were actually, I think it's today's South Africa, like the coastal area in the western parts of the country. So yeah, if you cross the equator, and the equator goes somewhere in the middle of Africa. So yeah, if you come to our territory, we're going to destroy you. I don't know what he means with the Iwisa mit Caesar. Like, that's probably his weapon. I know that the Zulu actually, and in times of Shaka Zulu, I think that they invented some kind of a spear, a special spear. I think it was also called something like Iwisa or Elisa or something like that. And they were pretty efficient with that weapon, so they would be able to conquer like the neighboring tribes that were all around them, and they would fight very efficiently against them. What did he also mention? Yeah, with Cleopatra. That's actually Cleopatra the seventh. And you know, like, Caesar was in the 1st century BC, and with Caesar, he had an affair with Cleopatra of Egypt, but Cleopatra was actually of Greek origin. Fun fact, because after Alexander the Great died, his kingdom was divided between his generals, and Egypt and that part of the Macedonian Empire was actually under the Ptolemies. And as far as I know, Cleopatra was actually the last Ptolemy, or the last ruler, not Ptolemy, but the last ruler who ruled over Egypt, and then it would be subjugated to Rome. But yeah, Caesar had an affair with Cleopatra, and he had like some of the, as far as I know, some of the Roman like historians and biographers and so on who follow the life of Caesar actually wrote down that he was trying always to get the rich or the famous or influential women to go with him and, let's say it, have fun.
Send it back to Rome with a message from the Zulu. If you battle Shaka, this would happen to you. If you cross that equator, you'll head straight into a massacre. Fuck my more than just Cleopatra and Africa.
You talk a lot of shit for a man wearing a diaper. I heard you had poison spit. Where was it in this cipher? Cause all
I don't know that he had poison. Maybe that, I don't know what he means by that, but yeah, let me know in the comment section below.
Cause all I hear is threats from a brute with no discipline, and I'm ruling over you like a boot full of my citizens, and you should take your cowskin shield and hide under.
Yeah, of course, Romans considered, like the Greeks did with non-Greeks, the Greeks considered everybody like a savage or a barbar, so a non-cultural whatever person, whoever lived outside of the empire. And it's the same with the Romans. Everybody who wasn't Roman, who was living outside the borders, they were considered, you know, like less valuable or less human, like barbarians.
Can shield and hide under it. You fucking man with the most triumphant third of the triumvirate. I'm first to the empire and last of the Republicans, and hunting you accompanied by legions of my country.
Okay, that one was nice. The first of the triumvirate of the triumphant. Yeah, but the first triumvirate, whatever. I always mess up the English word for it. But it was Pompey, Cassius, and Julius Caesar. And they kind of tried to agree on separating, you know, like the powers and so on. What did he also say?
You accompany my legions of my country. As my kidnappers and hunting, you accompany my legions of my country. As my kidnappers, if I'm just fire and last of the Republicans and hunting, you accompany my legions.
Yeah, and after his death, he's probably referring to it like after Caesar's death, like the Roman Empire just collapsed into a civil war, like ongoing war.
Of my country. As my kidnappers.
And he was, of course, a general, so he refers to his legions, because he had, as far as I know, he had 10 legions under his command in Galicia, in today's France. But I'm not sure.
As my kidnappers, if I'm just a shit talker, J dunk on you like boom shakalaka. So don't go rattling your sticks at me. If I wanted to Shakespeare, I'd waggle my biography.
Yeah, as far as I know, Caesar was actually once captured by I think it was Greek pirates or something like that, but he eventually managed to get out of that captivity. I think that they tried to receive a ransom for Caesar, and that they eventually got the ransom, but I'm not sure. So he's probably, about the kidnappers, he's probably referring to that. Regarding here, he also says,
Spears, like waggle my biography.
Yeah, there's a not biography, but a play from William Shakespeare. I think it's also called Julius Caesar, as far as I know. Where it's not that focused on Caesar, but it's more focused on Brutus, like the one, you know, like the saying, Zariti sine Brute, you also son of Brute, or whatever, my son Brutus, the one of the assassins that killed him in the assassination plot where they stabbed him. But yeah, that play actually exists, and it was written by Shakespeare. I think that there's also a video on YouTube about that play, so check it out.
I heard of your play. Tell me, how does it end? Oh yes, you get stabbed many times by your friends. So what's your...
Yeah. So the assassination of Caesar by the other senators and influential people, and one of them was, as I said, Brutus.
What to do with your Roman sword? With the lines of your legion, kick going by the horns of the Zulu warrior. Trade or thorn, to dismember any emperor's pasty white horn. Has the strength of a lion and the speed of a cheetah, and everyone knows you're just a chicken, Caesar.
Yeah, the speed. The Zulu warriors, and especially Shaka Zulu, was actually pretty known for deploying his troops very fast between frontiers. So he would move, like one day they would be somewhere, I don't know, at that place, and one day later they're attacking, I don't know, a village that's 30 kilometers somewhere else. You know what I mean? So mobility for the Zulu was actually one of the key elements why they were actually so efficient against fighting other tribes. Just a small fun fact: the Roman sword, the small Roman sword, was actually called gladius.
Cause I'm going to laugh. Pave roads with the bones of your goat herding ass. First my front lines will drop back.
Okay, Romans are known for paving roads. All roads lead to Rome. We all know that, and that was actually one of the more efficient ways how to assimilate also other people, to connect them with Rome. And so all the cultural stuff, the economic, like trade and everything, goes faster with all the new provinces that they establish by conquering new territory and land and so on. But I don't know of any road that the Romans paved with bones. Maybe there is some, probably.
With the bones of your goat-herding ass. First my front lines, I'll drop back and spank you in the chest. Then I'll decimate your horn. You can't outflank the best. Let your reserves come at me. My ballista's cocked at when I take. I always keep my whole crew.
Just also a quick note on the ballista. I think that this one is called a scorpion ballista. And there are different types of ballistas, but I think that ballistas were actually invented by the Greeks and that the Romans just adapted them. But a lot of people confuse, they always say, like a catapult. A catapult is everything that throws rocks and stuff at castles or armies and so on. But as you have different kinds of ballistas, you have also different other like siege equipment, and one of them is the catapult, which is like throwing the rock like that. And the big one actually that was later on invented with like the big thingy, that was actually called a trebuchet. So just I just wanted to point it out. Correct me or add some information to the comment section.
No use in murdering you and your heathen. You can grow my wheat for me after you're beaten.
Hold war! Holster! Jogasar!
That last line was also nice, because the Romans, they conquered people and so on, and they were doing also atrocities against native people that they conquered and so on. But you always need to take into account put yourself into the mindset of that time. If you conquer a region and you eliminate all the people that are living there, I mean, you need to bring in new people, which means, it isn't efficient. So most of the time, the Romans would just conquer a land, install their laws and try to install their traditions and religion and so on. And then they would try to assimilate the native population and to Romanize them, to incorporate them into the Roman culture, and then they would be, of course, more keen or acceptive of the Roman rule during the time. Okay, we conquered, I don't know, Gaul, and we put in Roman laws and everything, blah, blah, blah. We paved the roads, so people go back and forth between Rome and people from Galicia get Roman goods and blah, 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 blah. And then in 1 or 2 generations, those people will try to, or will start to speak, like Latin. They would worship Roman gods and so on and so on. So yeah, I always like how they do the costumes. I cannot emphasize how much I like the costumes in every battle. So yeah, I hope that you liked it. If you want to join our community, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're already almost at 3,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. If you want to continue the discussion about this topic or other history topics, there's a Discord server in the comment section below. If you want to donate $1 or $2 via Patreon, the link is also going to be in the description below. Okay, until next time, see ya.